Yeah, you know you might be in for a rough gaming experience when the very first thing that you see is a warning that your citizens will often die or leave, and entire settlements may be lost. And it's up to me to. This is Homeseek, and it's been described as a brutal survival game. The best way to sum it up is if you think about Frostpunk. Frostpunk is a survival game that is set in a cold, frozen environment. Homeseek is a survival game that is set in a dry desert environment. It really is just that simple. I don't know how similar, how dissimilar. I'm assuming it's going to be very, very similar to Frostpunk, just a different setting. But the moment I saw that this was out, I really wanted to get it, and I also immediately thought about the viewer who about a month or so ago asked me if I was familiar with Frostpunk and had played Frostpunk, and that viewer is one of the main reasons why I've got some Frostpunk episodes um, on the channel. So this is really A, because I wanted to play it, but B, it made me think about that particular uh, viewer. So I've not played this, so this is going to be a first run, a first time for me, but I wanted to share it. And then over time, maybe as I get more acquainted with it, maybe we'll do a let's play. But let's just kind of see what we've got here. Let's part one, chapters unlocked, one of five. Part two, complete part one to unlock. So, born, bred, and educated in underground bunkers, we emerge to stake our claim on the sparsely inhabited surface. What awaits us is a wasteland ravaged by drought and scarred by ancient wars. It may not be as devoid of life as we had imagined, but that does not make it any less perilous. And even where the barren land meets sea, the undrinkable water only taunts us more. Very cool. Experience a story, one chapter at a time. Play the entire campaign in one go. Complete chapter one of part one in the story mode. Play story. Nothing happened. Oh, okay. Ah, there it is. Chapter 1, Thirst. The barrenness of the potential camp is almost enough to make us return to the bunker with our tails between our legs. But there are two shallow wells, and further investigation turns up some scraggly berry bushes and piles of scrap. It's exposed to the elements, but has the basics for us to make a go of it. Cool. So this is chapter 1, Thirst. Play Homeseek the way it was designed on medium. What else is there? Easy and medium. I'm doing commentary. You know what? Let's stay on medium. Might be a mistake, but let's stay with it. That's the way they intended it.
Today is June 6, 2101. I'm afraid that this may be one of the last of my writings. The water's finally run out down here, just like it did in the old world all those years ago. The others are finally prepping to leave, to emerge back into the world. Because now they must go, perish from thirst. I was just a child when the rivers ran dry and the bombs began to fall. And now I've lived an entire lifetime in the darkness of this place. I barely even remember the world of my childhood. The world underneath the bright sun and blue sky. My skin is pale, my muscles are weak. I'd only be a burden to them in the harsh journey ahead. They're still young and adaptable. I know firsthand of their strength and resilience. There's water to be found up there. We'll be the ones to find it. If there's anything to salvage from the ruins, we'll be the ones to do so. They know nothing of the society of the old world. They are the ones who might have a chance to rebuild civilization.
Wow, that was heavy. So it sounds like there was a nuclear war. This is cool. This really sets the mood. A new beginning with our few possessions finally unpacked. It's time to get started procuring the necessities of survival. Securing food, water, and shelter are our first priorities, and doing so won't be easy. But our spirits are fresh, and we're all ready to pitch in. Understood. I want to. There's pause. Understood. I'm going to pause. Okay. Our community is desperate for a new source of drinking water. We need to build a contraption that will allow us access to the water at the bottom of our makeshift wells. To make matters worse, our prepackaged rations are gone. We will have to risk consuming whatever we can forage. So we need to build a water extractor, a water storage and connect them. We need to build a food storage near a berry bush and connect it with it. And we get a reward. Okay. Pause. If there's one thing that I've learned, pause. These are your resources. Water has 4 different states. Salty water, useless unless it gets cleaned. Contaminated water can be used for covering citizens' needs with a moderate chance of damaging them. Jeez. Poor water can be used for covering citizens' needs with a small chance of damaging them. Clean water can be used with no chance of damaging them. I bet you the chances of finding clean water are nothing. Food, scrap. So this game is really about water. Later in the game, you will be able to convert water from one type to another. Okay, we can move around. Can I rotate? Doesn't look like I can rotate like I normally can. Citizens require housing, water, and food. In order to remain happy, we've got 15 citizens. Everyone has eaten today. Everyone has drunk today. Okay, that's good. Settings. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Here we've got expeditions, technologies, community, economy. I can't click on it. 0 day, time, collection, water extractor, food storage, water storage, house, research center, exposition. Okay. Build a water extractor and water storage, which is we need. So the objectives, I agree with the objectives because we've got to, I always, if you watch me play Frostpunk, if you watch me play SimCity, City Skylines, want to get that foundation. Scrap, berry bush, scrap, well, okay, scrap, scrap. I like for things to be close together. Maybe maybe we should have clicked easy to start. All right. So I want space to be able to build. All right. Build a water extractor. Water extractor. Whoops. Okay. Oh, so I can place it right on top. Okay. Well, that was straightforward. And water storage. Okay, so there's water storage. I think it should go right next to. Let's do there. Okay. In order to connect two buildings, head over to the second tab of a building, click on the icon and select the building you want to connect with. Water connections will require you to select the quality of the connection before the, okay. Okay. So, water storage, water extractor, connections, create a new connection. I want to connect to here. Copper. Okay, I have 450 scrap. 48, 24. Okay, so plastic is the most efficient way to get the water from, but I need to be careful. Let's just, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Build a food storage. Wait, let's play to make sure that took place. Well, it's got to get built first. I'm not 100% sure. Well, let's click on it and see. Let's wait for it to construct, because it may already realize that there's a. Let's pause again. Okay, food storage near a berry bush. Berry bush over there. I really want to keep in mind, I'm sure we're going to need to build houses. Food storage. Water's there. There's our radius. I think I want stuff close. Can I get it down here? Let's get stuff built. Under construction. Under construction. It's counting down. Under construction. So I really didn't have to tell them to construct. Pause again. Source. Water extractor. Source. So it's extracting. Question is it, well, it can't send because that's still under construction. So the people, looks like they will construct on their own because that's counting down. That is 2. And that's complete. This building is under construction. Citizens that are not working will complete the construction on their own. Got it. Pause. Okay, so berry bush. Connection. Click. And food storage. Okay, so I've got a line there. So that connection did not work, or I may have needed to have waited. Copper. Ah, there it is. Check mark. Our community is desperate for a new source of drinking water. We need to build a contraption that will allow us access to the water at the bottom of our makeshift wells. To make matters worse, our prepackaged rations are gone. I read this part. We will have to risk consuming whatever we can forage. We've done this, and we get a reward. Daily needs. We have 1 day left. We must secure enough resources for everyone. Add workers on the water extractor and the connected berry bushes in order to do so. Keep in mind each citizen needs 50 food and 50 water every day. You will also need more scrap, so make sure you assign some workers in a scrap pile. Oh, no. Thought I had it. There it is. Five workers. Five workers. Five workers. Whoops. Total citizens deported. Good night. Expeditions. Settlement. Working, working, working. Going to work. Okay, everybody's working. While they're working, a house 350. That's a lot of scrap. I'm not going to worry about that. We need housing. Eight people. So Alt L. Eight people. I need two of those. So that's 700 scrap. I have 24 hours. I have 24 hours. And then I guess then we can build a house. Water. Cool. So you don't have to store the scrap anywhere. Store away scrap. Water, food storage, water storage. Okay. So there's no place to store it. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I'm concerned about fast forwarding. But at this rate, it's going to take a while to be able to build a house. But it hasn't really. Let's up it a bit. I kind of want to look around, but I'm worried that I might. Okay, so let's pause. So we just got We hit one of our goals, which is water. You know what? Let's pause. Can I zoom out? Okay. I should have done this initially. Scrap. Scrap. Berry bush. Water. Seems straightforward. Why do I get the feeling this is gonna... Strangelanders arrive. A group of strange wastelanders arrive on our doorstep, apparently desiring to join our community. They speak in a weird accent, and we don't recognize them from our time in the bunker. They must have somehow survived on the surface of all these past years. They have brought a small offering of food, cool, and water in an attempt to convince us of their good intentions. I see no option other than to accept. We can't very well turn them away. The prejudiced among us protest, but are overruled. I kind of would have liked to have had some say so. I see negative. Oops. Negative. Oh, I wonder. I bet you this. Let's accept. So we're gonna get a good amount of scrap. We're gonna get 9 people. We're gonna get food. Overcrowding. Build houses. Pause. Okay, we got more people. So let's keep getting that and let's put our people on. So each house will hold Alt L. 8 people, 3 houses. So we're still going to be. Okay, where should houses go? Oh, they're huge. Now the 9 people should start constructing, shouldn't they? I haven't given them anything to do. Is it getting dark? Is this nighttime? We got extra exhausted citizens 1, very sick, ay ay ay, dehydrated, starving. Oh, look at them walking. I want the 9 people. Oh, good. Some things are going away. Okay, looks like they're constructing. And then I need to put those 9 people to work after they build the houses. Unless there's something else we need to do. So we've got contaminated water. That's the only water we have. Look, that person said I need medical care. I wish we could click on them. Overcrowding. With the influx of many new citizens, our first priority has become finding a place for the new arrivals to house themselves. Everyone in our community could do with a place to rest. For that matter, if we don't remedy the problem soon, the exhaustion of our work will start to eat away at us. I thought we built. Okay, build 3 of 3. Okay, it's complete. Kind of interesting the way they. I need medical care. Allows the research of new technologies and upgrades. You can only build a single building of this time. Allows the creation of expedition. So I can't do anything from a health. So even though the person is sick, I can't do anything for them. And I guess we expeditions, technologies, community, economy. All of this probably gets unlocked when we start doing this. Okay. These are complete. 8, 8. So 24. So until let's up. Let's up for. Seems like we need more food than anything. So 5 people. That's the max on that berry bush. I need another. Thought there was another bear. Let's pause. I'm I'm wasting time. So here's a berry bush. Ah, if I had thought this, well, no. I was going to say if I thought it through, but actually, this is in between both. Am I missing a berry bush? That seems further away. What is the closest berry bush? This one. Ah, you know what? If we had put this closer. So before we... No available buildings to connect. It's outside of the range. Are we going to look back and realize that was a potentially fatal mistake early on?